Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. But I know I have not been recording any story times on this channel. I don't know, it's like how many story times you could come up with. Let's be realistic here, you know. I don't want my channel to be like based on story times. I see where it leads. So once in a while I'll do story time videos when things actually happen and I feel like I could share it, you know what I mean? So welcome back to a story time. Today's story time is going to be about the time that I had my first roommate from hell experience. I do have a story time on here where I told you guys a story about a roommate from hell, but that was the second experience. We're going back. We're going way back. And so let's start into the story times. This girl's name, I'm gonna give her name Dee Dee. I'm gonna call her Dee Dee. Dee Dee and I met in high school, okay? She was a very nice girl, but a lot of people didn't like her because she was very straightforward. I didn't have a problem with that because, hey, I'm straightforward. I like to tell it how it is. Dee Dee was that kind of chick. I didn't have a problem with that because we were the same. Felt like we were the same. Okay, so me and Dee Dee got close. We started going out together, studying together, just building a great friendship. So me and Dee Dee went to the same college after high school, and this was exciting because I really wanted someone to be there with me in college. So I got my apartment. Dee Dee lived with her mother, and her mother was very like overbearing kind of person. She will lose her mind a little bit and she will always like, you know, argue with her. One time I went to their house and I remember not wanting to go there again, and her mother got into it for something so silly. I guess her mother was just asking her questions after questions and she was just like, ah! I can't do that to my mother because I am Jamaican, and you know, if you're Jamaican, pop, okay? I just remember feeling so awkward, and she used to come over my house all the time. So I remember one time I had problem with this English class, this crazy ass teacher. She will always give me C's no matter what I do on my essays, okay? I remember having Dee Dee just look over my paper because I was so nervous. I don't know why I was getting all these C's. She would always like put little comments on my paperwork, like, you know, about how I was raised. But she will always want us to do an essay on personal experiences and things that reflect on our lives from when we were younger, or blah blah blah. I gave the lady my paperwork and she gave me a C, and Dee Dee said, get out of that class. I tried to get out of that class, guys, but it was too late because I think it has like a 2 weeks period that you could get out of that class, and I didn't know that because I was a freaking freshman, so I didn't know anything, you know. These are so good, guys. So that's how close we were. We were really close, you know. I would share everything with her. She would share everything about her boyfriend, this guy that she just started to date. And I had a boyfriend at the time too. His name was Jason. I could go ahead and say that because that's his real name, because he and I never had a problem, you know what I mean? And he had this wonderful red car, and he had like rims on it, like big rims. And back then, like, if you had big rims, what's going on? Back then people were all struggling, so everybody was wondering how he get those big rims and how he did this and how he did that. But Jason actually came from a good family. He worked as well as a security officer. Dee Dee met my boyfriend. Her boyfriend met my boyfriend, and they were just looking at his car like, oh my god, this is a great car, oh my god. It was like a Lexus, and I don't even know the name because I'm not into cars, you know what I mean? But they were like looking at his car, oh my god, this is such a great car, oh my god, I can't believe it, you know, wow, can I see the inside? And he was just looking at them like, and I was just looking at them too like they were crazy because I never saw Dee Dee acting like this. Anytime she's around her boyfriend, she just acts a different way, like she don't have any class about herself. I don't know. Fast forward, so everybody went home, and then one day Dee Dee called me on my phone, ring ring, telling me that she wanted to leave her mom, and I hear her mom in the background screaming at her, and she's like, I want to get my own place, I want to get out of here, I can't live here anymore, I'm gonna kill her. And I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want Dee Dee to go to jail, I don't want anything to happen to Dee Dee. So I'm just like, hey Dee Dee, I have a 2-bedroom apartment, you know, Why did I say that? I have a 2-bedroom apartment. I'm not using the 1 room. You already know this. If you want to move in with me, just pay me $275 a month, which is nothing. She's not paying any utilities, nothing like that. I'm just trying to be a good friend, okay? Oh my God, thank you, girl. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, you sure about this? Oh, okay. So I move in. She, got her little things, because she don't want her mom to know that she's moving out. So she's taking little things at a time, and then she will come over every night to do her homework and stuff. And then her boyfriend will come with her some nights, and he will like look at the bedroom, and I'm just like, okay, something is going on. Now, I don't want anybody else to move in with me. I will move in Dee Dee as my friend, but I don't live with a man, okay? And my boyfriend was so unhappy about that I invited her in to live with me because he wanted to move in with me, and I wasn't ready for a man to live with me, and I told him no. Dee Dee moved in, and her boyfriend is looking at her room. He's just looking around the apartment, and he's just looking like he's interested. So I made sure to take Dee Dee aside when her boyfriend wasn't around, and I told Dee Dee, and I said, listen, I don't mind you moving in, but I have this thing that I don't want any guys living with me in my apartment because they have the tendency to try to run things in my place, and I don't want that. Now, I could go ahead and give you back your $275 that you gave me, okay? And you could find somewhere else. No, I don't want to find anywhere else. Oh my God, I need to just stay out of my mom's house, and I just need to move out. And she's just acting a fool. I'm just like, okay. Just that, okay, that's fine. As long as we have an understanding, Dee Dee, right? And she's like, yes, we have an understanding. Boom, fast forward. A couple days later, her boyfriend and her came over. They're sitting on the couch, and I'm just looking at them. I'm like, hey guys, thinking everything is good. And they're like, hey, we need to talk to you. I'm like, okay. And they're like, well, my boyfriend, he wants to move in with us. And I said to her, I looked and I thought she was like crazy, and I was like thinking like, did she really tell that out of her mouth? Like, didn't we just talk about this? And she was like, I know that we talked about it before, but he wants to know if that he could move in. And I was like, okay, I don't want any problems, and if they really want to stay together, why not? But I was thinking in my head, if this is an issue and he is staying with his family, and his family is a so-called good family that have a extra, you call that pool house or something like that, that he was staying in by himself, why couldn't you just move in with your boyfriend? That's what I was thinking in my head at the time. I didn't think about anything else, and she has a good relationship with his family, so that's what she told me. So why don't you just move in with him? But I didn't want any problems, so I broke my rule and said, you know what, if you two really want to be together, that's fine. You could go ahead and move in, but you just can't stay here for free. She's paying for herself $275, so you have to go ahead and pay $200. Maybe that was too much, but you want to stay, you have to pay another $200. I didn't say $275, I said $200, okay? He was like, okay, boom. Thought that was settled, thought everybody was happy. And then the other day came around. We need to talk to you. Okay, all right, so I'm sitting down. I'm like, okay, what do you need to talk to me about? He was like, if I'm paying $275, why does he has to pay anything at all? I was like, well, the agreement was when you and I sat down, you were supposed to pay $275 by yourself to stay here. We didn't have any agreement with your boyfriend. She was like, yeah, but I'm already paying $275. I don't think he should pay anything to stay with you. And I said, you know what? Stop it. Who brought this up and who put this in your head? Well, he wanted to know, and then he goes, no, well, you brought it up too, and you felt the same way. Baby, I felt the same way, but you brought it up. So they start arguing between each other. And I was like, you know what? Stop. I don't want any of you moving in with me because I see that this is going to be a problem. And I don't know your boyfriend personally. I just know him from you. And Dee Dee, you're my friend and I don't want to lose our relationship. So I'm gonna give you back your $275 and you're gonna move back to your mom's house permanently. She's like, no, that's not what I want. This is not what I want. I just want us to all live together and get along together. I was like, what do you mean get along together? I mean, I just don't want your boyfriend to live with me. I don't have no problem with your boyfriend. I just want, so obviously her boyfriend had a problem with me. He's trying to move into my place to keep eyes on Dee Dee. I was just like, you know what? This is not gonna work. And then things just went to hell. And he was like, you know what? You're so mean and this and that and the other. And I'm like, what? How the hell am I mean? I am the one that moved in her for $275 because she had a problem with her mom at home, and then you're gonna request something to move in with me. Okay? And I said, okay, after I told her that I don't want any guys to live in my apartment, and this is why. Insecure men, insecure guys, not even men, insecure guys, always put things in their girl's head, try to change the way they think, try to change the way they eat, try to change the way they dress, try to change their friends, try to make sure that they have nothing. I kind of knew that that's the kind of guy that he was. Of stories that she told me, like how she lost her virginity, like he told her, like straight up, like, if you don't give me your virginity, he didn't say give me, but he was like, if you don't have sex with me, we're not gonna be together. Boom. And she had sex with him. That's how she lost her virginity, her virtue, her innocence to this dirtbag. So after that, hell broke loose in my house. I was like, you know what? You're in my house disrespecting me. You need to leave. And Diana, you need to take your things. Because what? She had only some dolls and stuff like that. And he drove at the time. So I was like, you know what? Take your stuff out of my room and just give me back my keys. And you guys could just go. And I hope we could still be friends. But I don't want the stress. This is how we're going to talk. This is how we're going to solve our problems. With you just going back and forth with throwing this in my face. And now you're telling me to take my things. I took out the check. I wrote $275. I wrote to Dee Dee and I gave it to her, okay? And I said, here you go, take your money, please leave. And she couldn't believe it because how dare you not believe it? You made the situation. Her boyfriend is just getting mad or whatever. So he said to her that I called him slow. I didn't call that boy slow. I didn't call him anything. She was like, did you just call him slow? Did you just call my boyfriend slow? All up in my face with her hands. And I just like this. No, don't do that. Don't do that, girl. Just keep walking. So I'm walking in front of them, like I'm right in front of her face and her boyfriend's face, and I'm just like pushing them through the door, my door. There's still blah 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 in my face, and there is another door. Where's my neighbor? And I really didn't want my neighbor to see what was going on. I was like, please get your stuff. She had her stuff right there in the hallway. She wouldn't get her stuff, so I picked her stuff up and I threw it down the stairs because you need to go, girl, please, the moose. So she's like, oh my god, you threw my stuff. And I'm just like, yes bitch, I did, you need to go. And she's just like, oh, all up in my face. I'm just like, oh my god, really? So I'm pushing her back, like pushing her back, you know, like, because I know she was not going to hit me, because if she hit me, oh no, she would not be there. She would not be here. She's like with her mouth. Her boyfriend is with their mouth, and they're going down the stairs. Suddenly, they're both coming at me at the same time to beat me up, and she has her fist like this, and I'm like, oh yeah, so I have to stand up now for myself because oh my god, I'm gonna get jumped. And I made sure to go like this, like to go back at her, like, yeah, what? And her boyfriend is right there to like try to fight me, to hold me down so she could get some hits, you know. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I'm like, yeah. Then suddenly, I don't know where my sister came from. I guess at the time I lived across the street from my mother, so my sister was watching the whole situation at the time. I didn't know that. She ran down the stairs. I didn't even know. I didn't even see her running down the stairs. I didn't even see her coming at my apartment place because I was so into the situation that was happening at that time. She went up to the guy and she was like, yo, all up in his face, because she's a dude too, you know. She's like, yo, get your stuff and bounce. He was like, who are you? She's like, you don't need to know who I am. Just get your shh and bounce, okay? And then I'm just in Diana's face like, what? And she's busy because she's just seen her boyfriend getting like punked up. So she just like walked away from me. I'm like, leave me hanging now. So I'm just watching my sister deal with this ghetto stuff. I'm like, yeah, get your stuff off the property, go take it in your car. She's like, oh, our relationship is done. I'm like, yeah, girl, it's done from upstairs, girl. It's done from upstairs. Get your stuff, keep it up, keep your stuff, put it in the car, please. Don't litter on the property. How dare you? You think you're all that? I'm like, goodbye, good riddance. See you in the near future. Not, okay? Anyways, I have not seen that girl since. I don't know anything about that girl, but boy, because all of the issues with her mother, and my number was on the mother's caller ID, I guess she ran away with her boyfriend at that time because her mom kept calling me like, where's my daughter? I don't know where she is. Crying tears, water. And I'm like, I don't know where she is either, and I don't really care. Could you stop calling me and calling my phone about your daughter? Like, I don't know where she is. I really don't care where she is. Like, she's no longer my friend. Her mom is like, oh my God, what happened? What did she do? You see, she's not a good girl. She's not a good girl. I was like, lady called like 5 times a day. She was like a bill collector. But anyways, that's my story of my friend that I thought was a close friend of mine's try to jump me with her boyfriend. I bet you two are not even together anymore. Anyways, I hope you like the story time. I know it's a comeback, right? It's a comeback with all the haters. Yes, guys, if you like the story time, please thumbs up. Please comment and please like and share this video. I will really appreciate it. All right, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.